I'm just assuming this is going to be another Sagiri quest. Because it's in the prison. We have Colony 0 maxed out. If I go to the affinity chart, Colony 0, Colony Gamma, Colony 9, Colony 4, Colony Iota, Colony 30, Colony Lambda, and Colony Tau, Colony 11, and the city are all maxed out in affinity now. Mu, Agnes Castle, the Napan Caravans, and Colony 15 are all a little bit off still. And Keves Castle is the lowest. Probably nothing super big. Number 7. Hey, number 7, are you listening? Ah. It's all a quote? Okay. Apologies, number 6. What do you need of me? You don't seem like yourself, number 7. Are you feeling okay? Affirmative. Condition green. I am completely fine. Maybe it's a little late for this, but perhaps from now on I should call you Sagiri instead of number 7. I do not mind either way. I wouldn't be so sure of that. I called you number 7 and for a moment you didn't even respond. That's proof enough. If we were in combat just now, how do you think things would turn out? Do I need to say more? I have no counter-argument. Honestly, I don't understand this whole name concept, but I'll leave the decision to you. Compliance. I will give it my consideration. Huh? Hello, Buildery. The name Sagiri. How's it going? We're about to continue the story as soon as I'm done with all of my side quests, aka...
Can we maybe trade?
Perhaps just this one. I don't know if the other info is even going to be a side quest.
We should talk about this.
I also found out that you can sell the portrait of Kay and make 200,000 G off of it. I didn't do it, but you can. Senna, once again, I wish to make a request. A request? To me? Affirmative. You are uniquely qualified to fulfill it. It sounds so formal. I gotta admit, I'm kinda nervous. Hey, goes to show how much she trusts you in it, so what you need? I require assistance in devising what you call names. Names for who? Or what? Number 6, number 3, number 15. All the members of Colony 0. Similar to Sagiri, I mean, me, they should have names, not identification numbers. Oh! As you know, the soldiers of Colony 0 are unfamiliar with the concept of names. As components required to operate Pharaons, we did not have the luxury to question such things. Oh, Sagiri. But when you, Senna, told me that Sagiri could give number 7 orders, the moment I reconfigured from number 7 to Sagiri, I realized there had been an error in my thinking. I began to confront the simple fact that we are human. And that's why you want names for everybody? If everyone can acquire names and become more human, they could feel the same as I do. If we can do that, perhaps our colony can forge a better path than the one it is currently on. Ah, will you do this for me, Senna? When you put it like that, I'd love to be all absolutely, but... But what? What's up? I mean, it's kind of a huge responsibility. I have to think about it real carefully. This isn't like you, Senna. What happened to the gusto with which you invented the name Sagiri? That was... I mean, I was thinking about Sagiri a lot, and that name just sort of popped into my head. Anyway, Sagiri, I'll give this a good hard think, so can you give me a little time? Of course. You have my gratitude, Senna. Why don't we take this opportunity to look back on everything that's happened so far? The people of Colony 0 have been through a lot. It might help you come up with some names. Oh yeah, good point, Mimi. Let's do that then. With all that's been going on, we might as well take a stroll around the prison. I'll come up with something. Compliance. I will accompany you. New names. Head to the specified locations where the painting is, the perimeter woodland, and Pharaon unit number 15. Well, 15 is right here. Hey there! Hello! Can you hear me? Senna, a Pharaon is an inanimate object. Though it is humanoid in appearance, it is not alive. No duh, Sagiri. I thought maybe someone was inside. I have confirmed number 15's unit is unoccupied at present. Oh yeah? Well, it looks like he's doing what we asked. Indeed. Visual confirmation of number 15 occurs on occasion, even within the prison. Before we came here, he was more inclined to avoid social interaction. One might call this a great improvement. Sagiri, what do you think of number 15 personally? At the least, he is a capable soldier. At the least? Amendment. I admit I also did not know what to do with him. Even I could not predict his more idiosyncratic qualities. Understanding eluded me. However, I'm learning to understand others better as I work with them. That incident has awoken this new awareness within me. Number 15 is a kind person. Of that, at least, there is no mistake. 1 of 5? Wait a minute. Someone should be named Mario. God dang it, Gold. I received a report on this relic from number 10. It reminded me of how we got it restored in accordance with number 8's wishes. Oh, that's right. That was kinda tough, but since it made him happy, that's really all that matters. Number 8 followed orders with devotion. It is something that number 6 values highly, as someone who respects discipline. That number 8 would hide the relic from all of us was, frankly speaking, quite astonishing. Haha, that must have been a shock for you, Sagiri. On the other hand, it may be that was the real face of number 8. It could be that number 10 recognized this and wished to support number 8's wishes. I suppose so. Those two might actually really be like two peas in a pod. They were both so curious. Indeed, just understanding this, I can see that there was a meaning to this relic.
I hope everyone's
But see,
getting
that's still
along.
only 2. And that's gonna be 3rd. Have things been okay with the monsters since? They haven't grown in number again or anything. No issues at present. We work together in 2-man shifts to cull their numbers. Cool, you guys are pretty strong. I bet you don't have any problems when you work together. Your bet is not entirely accurate. Conflicts do arise depending on the pairing, such as with number 9 and number 3. Such issues did not arise under the Consul's command. His control of us was most rigorous. I guess just because you're comrades doesn't mean you've got to get along all the time. Or maybe it's because they're comrades that they argue sometimes. I mean, like, there's times I get into arguments with Mimi, too. You do? It wasn't always that way. I think we used to avoid it, subconsciously. But now we're at a place where we both feel we can tell each other whatever we have that needs to be said. Why can't I read today? I guess if that's the result, then the odd fight isn't such a bad thing, huh? I had never considered the issue from this perspective. I must process. Sagiri, if there's anything you want to say to me, I don't want you to hold back, okay? Oh, and not just with me. I mean with the whole of Colony Zero. I shall try. Maybe we could leave the prison grounds, stretch our legs. I have no objections. Where do you wish to go? Where was it we all went together? Mokta Wildwood, and then around Capricorn Peak. Compliance. That was weird. I've got to thank number 6 for introducing us to Wheelie Dealy. I concur. Without number 6's negotiations, outfitting the prison camp would have been impossible. I am not the most loquacious of people, and I speak most formally. I would have caused misunderstanding, but number 6. Hey, don't worry about it, Sagiri. You're a great person, too. Anyway, can you tell me a little more about number 6? Like, what sort of name he'd be happy with? Number 6 dislikes pointless effort. He likes to be concise in all things. As such, it may be best to avoid giving him an excessively long name. So then, it should be something you can say quickly, kinda like Senna. Also, I would ask you to consider something if possible, and not just for number 6. Names that somehow incorporate their previous ID numbers. You mean like how I got the set in Sagiri from number 7? Yes. Perhaps if everyone had a similar source for their name, it would be more equal. No one would have cause to complain. What's the real reason, though? I'd like to be the same as everyone else. Hahaha, you got it. I think you might be onto something. Yep, at this rate, I won't need much longer to come up with some names.
Looks like a pretty rare specimen.
Kick it, Grebel. I never realized those things' names. Sagiri, how are things between number 9 and number 3 since that time? Recently, I often see them together in the prison mess hall. Number 9 does still become emotional at times, but overall they maintain a satisfactory relationship. I'm glad they've managed to repair their friendship. Number 9's fluid emotions cause her to take a more aggressive tact with the others. In spite of this, number 3 did not give up in her attempts to improve relations with number 9. I hold great admiration for number 3's sense of preservation and self-sacrifice. Yeah, just talking to her, I can tell she really cares about the others. And number 9 is trying to become an officer for everyone she's lost. They're both the same at heart, they've just got different ways of showing it. Until now, I believed that showing excessive emotion would have a detriment during battle. But with number 3 and number 9, I wish them to continue living by following their feelings. Good, good. That's why I've always come up with some good names for them, too. Why I've got to come up with some good names for them. I cannot read today. Oh yeah, it's a Saturday, which means a couple hours into stream I'm going to have to take a break to feed the dogs. Alright. The need for names.
Catch up on stuff.
How about it, Senna? Did you come up with names for everybody? Yep, chatting with Sagiri let me apply some Senna thinking to the problem. I think I've got some names. Ah, truly? Uh-huh. I just need to think how we'll tell everybody. Why don't we just get everybody together in the central cell and hit them with their new names? Well, that makes me kinda nervous, not gonna lie. This is an excellent suggestion. Please do that. Guess that's that then. Hey, this is important, you know? Don't make fun of me, please, okay? I shall ask everyone to gather. The rest is up to you, Senna. Yep, I'll sure do my best. Oh, Sparks. Problem with public speaking, Senna.
Alright, everyone. Hey, everyone. Time to head out. Come on, Sagiri, say something.
Oh.
It's good to be back. I hope they like their new names. I find mine pleasing.
Everyone is gathered, number 7. Is there some kind of problem? Number 8. I am not number 7 anymore. Call me Sagiri. Huh? What's that, all of a sudden? All units, hear me. As of this moment, I am rescinding all identification numbers previously assigned to Colony Zero soldiers. Wait, you've mentioned changing the way we refer to you. Now it's extending to us as well. Perhaps you have not considered this, but it is only right that we have names. Not just me, but all of us. We are human, just the same as the others who live in this world. We're human? But this name business is all really sudden. What are we supposed to call ourselves? Not to worry, I've given it a lot of thought for names to you all. Huh? Why do you get to name us? I think that's a little out of line. Now, we can always say no after we hear her out. It might be fun. Okay, number 6, you are... Ix. What do you think? Ix? What's up with that? I mean, well, wait a minute. Ix. It's not too bad. I really like how short it is. Number 3, you are Trini. Trini? Number 3 is Trini? What's happening? I feel a little tingly. Is this what having a name feels like? Number 8, you could be called Eilik. Eilik. Number 8 is Eilik. Eilik. I've got it. I'll be Eilik from now on. For number 15, I've got Biftine. Hey, what the... I go to Biftine from 15? Really? That's barely any different. I think it's good, Biftine. It's shorter than saying number 15 at any rate. I think it suits you, number 15. I mean Biftine. It doesn't sound like a real name. If you say so, number 3, sorry, Trini. And you can be... How do you feel about flying? Flying? You don't like it? Flying the Offseer. I guess that's what they'd call me in the future. Better than number 9 the Offseer anyway, though that's not saying much. Whatever. I'll let you have this one, number 7. I mean Sagiri. Whoa! Hey, what about me? Don't leave me hanging. What's my name? You'll be Tina. Tina, eh? Nice. Weirdly fitting. I believe it will take time for us to get used to these names, but from now on, we should use them for each other. Compliance, number 7. Oh, oops. Hahaha, you've already messed up, Ix. Flying? What? Sorry, I just wanted to try it. Quit being weird, Trini. Number 7 is Sagiri, number 6 is Ix, number 3 is Trini, number 15 is Buffteen. It's Biffteen, man. Why is that what they chose for that? Looks like they've taken to those names. I'm glad for you. Thanks. I was real nervous, but it was worth all that hard brain time. Biffteen isn't a good name, Senna. Did it go about how you expected, Sagiri? Yes. Now that you have given them names, it feels like we are finally a unit. All of us, we are now humans with real names. We get to start over, here and now. We and our colony have been reborn. Well. Oh god. They all have new text now that have names. I refuse to meme. I'm leaving. Hey, they're the Ouroboros. The captain of the guard was searching for them earlier, wasn't she? Oh, really? Captain of the guard. She looks like she's wearing Xeon's outfit, almost.
We should talk about this.
The captain of the guard from Keves Castle has been looking for us, it seems. We're the talk of Fordo Verbis, huh? Do you think they're not happy with us, because we broke their flame clock? I wouldn't say so. That wasn't the impression I got from observing the fort. Without a console in place, I don't think it would be a trap. There's only one way to find out. Let's chat with the captain of the guard. Sigrun. She even looks like Xeon. Yes, this'll be a good way to keep up the castle's rate of ether conversion. Proceed. Roger that. Excuse me. Oh, there you are. I didn't think you'd come. We heard that you were looking for us. Right you are. It shouldn't take long to explain, and it'll really help us out. You might already know that the Guard is soon going to start a large-scale training exercise. Yes, we'd heard something to that effect. Not to put too fine a point on it, but I'd like to ask you to help with the training. Us, really? The queen in the castle was a fake. But we never doubted her. We blindly accepted that imitation and betrayed the real queen's hopes. But you're stronger than that. You can show us the proper way to train. The Guard's those fancy troops who control the castle grounds, yeah? Problem is, we can't go easy on elites like them, training or not. We can't and we won't. Huh? We're actually doing this. Things must be tough at the castle with everything that's going on right now. Fair point. Not really much room to complain then, I guess. You'll help them. Brilliant. Hopefully this will get them working better together. What's going on? You got, dissent in the ranks? Sadly, yes. The Guard is split into 2 units. Sultanar Squad and Katoral Squad. Let's just say the 2 of them aren't the best of friends right now. We're hoping that this training will remind them of the importance of teamwork. Right, understood. We'll see what we can do then. Our soldiers should already be waiting at the east entrance to Guard and Defense Base. Thanks for your help.
I hope everyone's getting along.
Yeah, that's over by the part where they all attacked me. Like, every enemy here is an enemy, rather than just a Keves soldier. Hello, Heath. Hello there, Ouroboros. The captain of the guard filled me in on the situation. Ah, I don't believe we've met. Wynonna, captain of Katoral squad. And this is Heath, captain of Sultnar squad. Pleasure to meet you. As far as I'm concerned, there's no higher honor than getting to train with the illustrious Ouroboros. I'm not convinced we'll win, but by the Queen we'll give it everything we've got. Losing before you've even started. What idiocy. I say you're the idiot here. Underestimating an opponent like this only invites disaster. False bravado is a poor strategy indeed. You shut your mouth. This is what the captain was talking about, I see. Shall we kick off the training? Sorry, this is very unprofessional. Let me explain the exercise. We'll be split into two teams, one on the offense and one defense. The attackers win if they manage to take control of this area. The defenders, on the other hand, will need to incapacitate all members of the opposing side. Of course, as the guard, we'll be taking the defensive position, so that leaves you to attack. Sounds good. I know very well that you're stronger than the norm, but I'm not going to give up my position as the first guard unit so easily. There's hardly a Wolf's whisker between the first and second units. Okay, so you're both really great. Is everybody ready? Let's get this done. Oro Marios. That's a lot of enemies. Like, a lot. And they're all decently leveled, too.
Leave it to me. I'll have them crying by the end.
This is going to be at least somewhat rough. If only because it's going to take a while. And these enemies are rather tough. This music was first used in the tutorial, wasn't it? It's the tutorial battle music. Good day. Yeah, Sagittarius have a lot of defense. That middle group is going to be the biggest pain, definitely. Let's take out these guys.
Never a dull moment, eh?
Oh god, they're targeting me. That's not a Sagittarius, that's an, the A1. Dead. Yeah, these enemies aren't tough by themselves, but there are a lot of them. Who am I targeting? Oh, the sniper. Velites, that's what it was. These are the worst ones, because they have neck slice. Which is way more dangerous than it sounds. Whoa! Just obliterate that thing, jeez. Alright, let's get the other one. This is like the first tutorial boss in one of the Mario and Luigi games being reused for the final boss. Hey Techno, how's it going? It's not though, because we were fighting Agnes soldiers then. These are Keves soldiers. They're not really that strong, but there are a lot of them, is all. Did we ever refight the one enemy type that was the big robot at the beginning? From Agnes? I don't know if we did. I see an Equites. Okay, this guy's dead. Those guys are so weak. Anything but the blockers, in terms of the normal troops, are just pathetic. And even the blockers aren't really that tanky. Whee. Oh, there was a warrior left? I didn't even realize. Alright. Now for the hard part. It looks like 2 Sagittarius, 4 normal enemies, and then Heath. Or, no, that's Winona. I don't know what class she's going to be running, but... Alright. Let's do it. Start with the blocker. That didn't work, apparently. Oh yeah, the boss music just started. The mini-boss theme, rather. Oh, I'm gonna die. Very cool. Wait, she doesn't even have a rage meter. Why is it mini-boss music? Why am I dead? Oh, she's a healer. Okay. Okay, one of the randoms just died. Okay. Winona is surprisingly tanky for a healer, honestly. 2 Sagittarius. Those are like... fine, actually. Okay, it just lost half of its HP in one attack. I'm not sure what happened there.
Sorry, I don't do restraint. This one looking at me funny.
2 groups left. I missed. She has no rage meter because she is always angry. No, that's not how that works. She doesn't get enraged status if she doesn't have a rage meter. Okay. Dead. This guy will die fast because he's a healer, and for some reason, this guy decided to target lock exactly one member of my party. Have a launch. Have a smash. Last group. 7 enemies. 2 of those neck slice ones. Let's take out the rescuer first. Okay, healer down very quickly. Good. It looks like he's another healer? Oh no, he's a blaster, isn't he? So he's gonna be high damage. I'm a little surprised none of the named guys were defenders. Ion's about to die. Very cool. Burn. Bell lights. Yeah, we can take them out next. Okay, he doesn't have a rage meter either. It's so weird seeing boss targets not have rage meters in this game. Have burn. Okay, well he was pretty weak. And it's just this guy left. 29 enemies in like 10 minutes. That was more intense than I expected. Yeah, so that's what Ouroboros is like up close and personal. Speak for yourselves, you ain't slouches. Yeah, they are. That wasn't hard at all. We're all strong individually, but much more when we work together. I'd almost forgotten the importance of that. Pah, we work perfectly well together in our squad. We've never lost a single... Ooh. Heath. Ugh, yeah, okay. Sultanar squad, Katoral squad. Guess I can't deny that we're all cut from the same cloth. Thanks for the reminder. Really, there's no need. Oh, but there is. I'll re-examine my formations and strategies while this bitter defeat remains fresh in my mind. Heh, guy's got spirit. I like him. Hey, how long are you going to lollygag around? Hop to it. Ugh. Winona, you get over here too. Well, he seems more chirpy than before the training exercise. I think some things finally clicked in that fight with you. There was something missing in him. No, in the whole of the guard. I can't thank you enough for today. We'll have to really hone our skills if we want to get the better of you. And that's that. Yeah. Reminds you of us, doesn't it? Oh? You know, how we all tried to take on too much ourselves and all that? Jewel, you're cringe. Hi. Yeah, I can see where you're coming from. That all went great, I thought. Great training, great battle even. Were you watching? I caught the tail end of it, but still. Thanks to you, I think both Heath and Winona learned the aspects they need to improve upon. We, the Guard, are tasked with protecting the Queen's person and what she stands for, so we need to be stronger than the rest. But that doesn't mean just individual strength. When you can truly accept your peers, warts and all, that's when you see the beginnings of strength. So, it's like you need to have some kind of special bond? A bond. Yes, that's a good way to put it. It may sound trite, but I think there's a greater strength than just tactics in theory. Sounds like you getting us to work with Heath and Winona was a huge success. Hahaha, not at all. You lot are the real heroes here. Really, thank you, Ouroboros. Anyway, I better go and see how my valiant subordinates are holding up. Don't work them too hard. And tell them we'll beat them again next time and all. Art mastered by Noah. And max rank. Got Cosmos anklets for that. And there's a new quest over here. Nobody is surprised. Alright, we're doing more side quests then. I think that crate is underneath, by the way. Oh, there's also an info here. Heath has it. I've heard some pretty weird things about an ether mine near the castle. They're saying one of the soldiers is skimming off resources to ignite the war with Agnes. I don't think there's a lick of truth in it, personally. I know the guy in charge over there, Gustav. We trained together back in the day. He's the most straight-laced fellow you ever met. I can't imagine him ever going against castle orders. Quick, he is coming near. Close it. No. Oh, hey there. I sure didn't think I'd bump into you guys here. Hey, Sigrun. Good to see you again. This gate had been closed for Spark knows how long, right? Are you the one who opened it? I am. Castle orders had forbade opening it until then. Putting Colony 11 under quarantine for contamination by you Ouroboros was a shamefully foolish thing for me to do. Come on, what else could you have done in that situation? It was what it was. Chill. I'd love to speak with you more, but unfortunately I have something urgent to deal with. I need to head back right away. Oh, and if you happen to spot Zoran, could you do me a solid and tell him to come see me? Zoran? Sure, I guess. Cheers, you guys are such a big help. Fate. This is actually just a quest, which means there's 2 quests, actually. Well, Zoran's just right here. He's chilling out in the center. By all these fighting robots. Mega Man. Well, I certainly didn't expect the likes of you lot to come and speak to me. 'Cause you know full well how much of a pain in the arse you are. That's beside the point, though. You know Sigrun, the captain of the guard. She wants you at her office, pronto. Heh, and I certainly didn't think I'd hear that name come out of your mouth, either. Sounds like you two are acquainted, so what's Sigrun to you? This is Zoran. All squads suspend all duties. Assemble for an emergency summons. Hey, are you even listening? Not a problem. Easel and Clad have also been informed. That's the kind of deal we're looking at here. Yes, it's a summons from her. There will be no latecomers in this mission, so get to it. Hey, who were you just called? Yahaha, one Rattlejack present, just as you ordered, Captain Zor. I remember you from Clad Squad. Why have you suddenly decided to rock up here? This is a special summons from Zoran we're talking about here. Of course we can't just ignore it. Heh, guess we can't. You idiots barely function without having every little thing explained in agonizing detail after all. What's going on? You're from Easel's squad, is that right? Wait, didn't I tell you? Me, Hexen, and Jack were originally. Enough idle talk. We're to head to the fort at once. Fort Overbus, right? Can't wait to see what fun things we have to look forward to there. Afraid we gotta skedaddle, Ouroboros. But don't worry, I'm sure we'll have barrels of fun next time we meet up. Gahaha. That was really something. What on Ionios is going on at the fort? I'm not sure, but what I do know is that trouble and disorder are never far off when they get involved. I do hope Sigrun's alright. Come on then, let's go see what all the fuss is about. This seems like it's a Colony 11 quest, but I already have them maxed out, so I'm not too worried. Panina. Let's see what they've got going on. Oh, if it isn't you guys, thanks a ton for getting the message out. And if you don't mind me saying, you're all looking pretty pale. What happened between then and now? We called these guys over just like you told us to, but are you really sure about this? Sure about what? Ah, I get you now. Seems like the Ouroboros really know what makes you guys tick, eh? Was that an attempt at humor? What drivel? Relax, you guys. You're well within your rights to be concerned, I know. Hey, Fungus, how's it going? They value the world building more than they care about your time. That's false, it's all good. But the reason I called Zoran and his squad over here is to help me out with a certain little job. What job? The kind of massively important job only they are capable of pulling off. A job made for the Guard's Vanguard, the Antares squad. Wait, did I hear that right? Hold on, by they, you don't mean... Oh, pull the other one. I thought they were supposed to be Colony 11 soldiers, weren't they? I was cut off from saying it earlier, but we were originally part of the Guard. Officially, we work for Colony 11, but even now we get the occasional personal request from the captain here. It may be hard to believe, but it's true. Among the Guard, they were the elite of the elite. What she said, in a better, fairer world, I might have even been your superior, making you guys my little subordinates, you know? I'm just going to pretend I didn't hear that. Anyway, what's this job you mentioned earlier? Ah, of course. Sorry, I was going to explain, but then we got sidetracked. First, we'll need a change of location. Follow me. Are we going to go underground?
I hope everyone's getting along.
That's not underground, but okay. There's the other info. Hello, Winona. Winona Ryder. Well, look at you all together. I was just on my way to get in some extra training with Katoral Squad, you know, for our rematch. Or at least, that's what I wish I could tell you. I've actually been given a new mission. I'm currently chasing up rumors of underground descent against the castle. We know there's some kind of shady business going down in one of our other ether mines, but not the specifics. It seems there's a chain of command outside of the Guard Regiment hindering the investigation. Goodness, sorry. I'm sure you don't want to hear about all that. Just pretend you didn't hear it. I wouldn't look into it too deeply. Though you're free to do as you wish, of course. They just want me to do their job for you. Alright, let me listen to this before I continue with the other quest. Yep, rumblings at the mine.
Group chat first, right?
Is a quest. What are your thoughts on this ether mine that Heath and Winona mentioned? The one that would kick off the war with Agnes again. Wasn't Winona looking into it? I figured she had stuff under control. I don't doubt that someone of her caliber knows what she's up against. Still, what's weighing on you? We may be on good terms with her, but she seemed very happy to divulge classified information like it was nothing. There was that stuff about being blocked by another chain of command. You think maybe she was trying to hint that she needs some backup? But the Guard report directly to the Queen. Who else would be pulling the strings? Well, we know her investigations come to a standstill. I bet the power structures in the castle are part of the reason why. That'll be why she could only talk about it in such a roundabout way. She couldn't openly ask us for our help. This is all still guesswork, but it does make sense. Why does everything have to be so cloak and dagger? Just ask, for crying out loud. I think it's time we paid him a house call. Detective Lance is on the case. Yeah, we don't want to restart the war with Agnes, even by accident. Question, where's this ether mine again? I can't believe I have to work with you. The ether mine is near the freight entrance where we entered Keves Castle. And that's where we're heading, just as soon as we're ready. A dark cloud. I'm not going to set it as active yet. We're currently in a quest, so... Alright, let's see what's going on with the guard. I knew the castle must have had something to do with why you called us over here. True, but also, I need to avoid exposing embarrassing slip-ups in public. Slip-ups? A few days ago, a section of the guard started an armed uprising and holed themselves up in the castle. Armed uprising? What? Yes, they've taken over a section of the castle, but they haven't gotten any further since then. It's a stalemate situation. A takeover! Now you have my attention. I'm just surprised that a rebel element could even arise within the guard. You say that, but their fierce loyalty to the Queen is exactly why many of the guard can't accept that they were loyal to a fake. There are 4 sergeants at the vanguard of this rebel movement to seize the castle. They've proclaimed themselves as the Queen's 4 Divine Wings and have made 2 demands of me. The 4 Divine Wings, a haughty, high-handed name if there ever was one. What are they demanding then? To transfer command of the guard to them, and to hand over the Ouroboros. Us? This upheaval of Ionios lies solely at the hands of those treacherous Ouroboros. It is the Queen's wish to see them purged. This was the declaration of one of the sergeants. Naturally, I have 0 intentions of yielding to either one of their demands. I saw this coming. If we aren't going to give them what they want, then we'll have to bring those rapscallions to heel, won't we? I get why you brought us in for this job now, seeing as we're no longer part of the guard and all. If the current guard were to fight their own fellows, the internal division it would be catastrophic for the organization. Yeah, you read that right. I came to the conclusion that only you guys, outsiders with inside knowledge, could do this. Heh, still making us fight our old comrades. Who knew you could be so unscrupulous? But I've no objection. I shall gladly accept this job. We just love ourselves a bit of dirty work. Nothing like writing off any craziness we get up to as an accident. I'm raring to give those holier-than-thou pretenders the wake-up call of their lives. Hey, wait a moment. Maybe you could just let us help out with this job. I appreciate the thought, but if you join in, it means you also take on responsibility for the mission, you know? Yes, of course. We know that, but it's just, well, you see. If you won't spit it out, I will, Noah. We're worried about what'll happen if we aren't there to keep those nutters in check. Ha ha ha, you're worrying yourselves over nothing. You won't get most things done if you don't pull out all the stops. Not much difference between bringing them to heel and just killing them all, really. Heh, they won't stand a chance. I see your point. Accompany them and make sure to keep them in line, okay? Of course, we'll make sure they don't raise too much trouble. Just to be sure, our mission is to suppress the rebel forces and make sure their leaders come back alive, not dead, right? Yeah, that's the gist of it. I know it's odd to say now that I've dragged you guys into this, but I owe you one. I really do. If we're done briefing here, we will sortie at once. Any ideas on how we're going to find these 4 Divine Wings? It's not like we even know where they're holed up in the castle. Our enemies are the ones we meet in battle. We need only scour the battlefield clean to find the scum we're after. That is not the most efficient path, Zoran. But okay. Oh, the map is just going to show me where they are. That's good. It looks like... I mean, one of them's just in the hallway up above. But there's one in here, so... God, walking through this castle section is so strange, because it's so similar to the High Antia Palace in the first game. Which is kind of the point, huh? Well, there's one of them. You kept us waiting a good long while, finally feeling inclined to negotiate? You think there's still scope to talk after everything you've done? Kevesi set against Kevesi. This violates the will of her benevolent majesty and surety. Our taking over the castle was merely to show that incompetent, disloyal captain of the guard our superior will and resolution. So then you're saying you absolutely do not want to fight? Why, of course, but depending on what you decide to do next, we may be forced to take desperate measures. Naturally, we wish to avoid such an unpleasant course of events, and we would prefer the rational judgment prevails. So it's come to this. What is their deal, honestly? Not you. Surely it cannot be you. Yeah, it's me, alright. You're Hexen the Atrocious, from the Antares squad. What are you doing here? You should have been discharged. I should have been what now? Am I supposed to have seen you somewhere before? By the flames, don't you dare say you've forgotten about what you did to me. You're an evil wretch who tortures her allies with glee. You inflicted an untold amount of suffering on me. Oh, I remember now. That did happen, didn't it? It was thanks to all your kind help that I was able to come up with a more efficient method of torturing the human body. Queen's flapping wings. She's completely off the rails. All units, battle stations, proceed to attack at once. Whoa, hold your ponios. We ain't done nothing yet. I think we've gone way past the point of talking it out. Silence! I have no words to say to creatures like you. You shall die in short order. Now come on, didn't we just establish a moment ago that your beloved queen would hate us for us to be fighting? Indeed, but that Antares squad, they're different. Her prudent and wise majesty would be most understanding of our plight, I'm sure. They're totally losing the plot. So ultimately, their conviction is feeble. They're little more than another weak mob or rabble. Let's end this. Incorruptible Citra. No, we killed the small ones first. Whoa, they're high level. Level high, in fact. No, why did you turn around? I have a crit move. Oh, I forgot that was an AoE. Oh, I'm dead. Oh my, everybody's dead. What the heck? Dang. That poor man. Oh my goodness, we are just juggling this guy. Alright, one down. Supreme Sword. Whee! Oh, why is Lance and Uni dead? This is bad, actually. Oh, crap. Right, I can't do Ouroboros mode because Lance is dead. This is going badly, actually. Mio, I really need you to get out of Interlink so you can revive everybody. I can pick things up when I'm dead. This is really bad. Mio, please get people up. Why are you getting him up first? Come here. Thanks. Maybe I do need Iserd. We are taking too much damage. Alright, all that's left is the boss. Whee! Nice levels. The plot. Oh my god, gold. Of course you would make that connection. Alright, I'm gonna switch Iserd back as our hero character. Gondor is not good enough at keeping us alive, it seems. What? Is that it already? Guess they were all bark, no bite. Ugh, curse it all. How can this be happening? Yo, Zor, I'm feeling a little itchy, you know? Do you mind if I tear it a new one? No, stop! Don't come near me! Shh, one scum, always scum. She's all yours. Hold it! Good grief, it's a snuffin' good thing I decided to come along. I beg of you, Don't delay it any longer. Finish me, please. I can't take the pain. Sigrun, I've secured one of the 4 divine wings. You can deal with the rest. Yeah, sure thing. And also, are you okay, if you don't mind me asking? I may be imagining things, but it sounded to me like you were about to cry. Oh, ha. Nothing to worry about there. At least not for us, anyway. What even was the story between Citra and Hexen? Well, Hexen is one of the top dogs of the guard, or was anyways. And she liked to torture people. You there, are you the unit that Captain of the Guard dispatched? If you're asking that, then you must be. I admire your resolution to fight us all on your own. Though to be honest, I thought a sergeant would know far, far better. Wait a minute, I don't intend to fight. Please, you deliberately called us over. Do you think we're stupid enough to believe you're not fighting us after doing that? We can't fight on anymore. I'm telling you, we're all so exhausted we can barely move. I knew we should never have done this. Taking over a castle with no supplies was asking for trouble right from the start. So you're saying you surrendered? Yeah, but before that, could you give me and my soldiers some food to eat? I know just how pathetic I look begging you like this, but I'd be nothing without my soldiers. If you knew how bad of an idea this was ahead of time, you shouldn't have tried taking over the castle in the first place. But first, the food. We haven't got enough to let you eat it all, so someone will need to get some more. Sounds like a job for me. I happen to know someone who can give me exactly what I need to help these guys out. You sure you ain't going to poison them with something dodgy? I am a chef, remember? Just you wait and see. I'll need to head back to the fort canteen first. With their kitchen, I can cook up just what these guys need. Does it actually want me to go back? Oh my god, it does. How's it going, Marksman? We're gonna be here for a while? We've only been streaming for an hour, and I think these are the last 2 quests we have. It's going okay? That's good. Hello, Denny boy. Been ages and ages and ages since Penina last see you. Certainly has been ages, ma'am. Sorry to rush through the conversation, but can I borrow your kitchen? Please do go nuts, Denny boy. You good friend, and Penina always help out friend in need, whatever need may be. Happy to hear it. I'll help myself to a few of your ingredients as well then. I'll pay you back later. Condiment that Denny boy always liked to use is found on usual shelf. Go do what need doing now. Alrighty then, let's get cracking. Sorry for the wait. The food's all done and ready to eat now. Let's head back to the castle before it gets cold. Fortifying gold soup. Oh my god. The level 38s over there could have seen me. Here's your order. I call it fortifying gold soup. Why can I not be in the soup? You shouldn't be. My word. It's just an ordinary looking soup, and yet just by the smell alone, I already feel so reinvigorated. It's a special soup which blends spices and natural medicines together, making for a delicious and invigorating meal. The stomach can't digest solids after a long period of starvation, so you'll need to eat this first before you eat anything solid. I'm shocked that you'd go this far for us. Now that we've surrendered, what do we do? If the Queen, the war with Agnes, everything we knew was fake, then what do we believe in and fight for now? Well, I'm no boffin, so I can't really help you out with that one. But, if there's one thing I can say, it's this. You should first get a tasty meal in your system to cheer yourself up before doing anything. That way, you'll fill your belly, your mood will improve, and then the good ideas will start coming to mind, I'm sure. Haha, you really aren't a boffin. You really aren't. What? But it's not what you say, but how you say it that counts. Looking back, me and my soldiers could have done with dwelling a little less on things past, I think. Once my soldiers have finished eating your soup, we'll be heading back to the captain of the guard. Of course, it won't be to beg for her forgiveness, but to seriously consider what our future will look like. Nice one. I bet the captain of the guard will be thinking about the same thing, too. Also, once we get the chance again, we'd absolutely love to have more of your tasty cooking. You better believe I'll cook you up a storm. There won't be any wanting bellies by the time you're all done eating. Oh, what the spark? That's not fair. Why does Brand always de-escalate everything? There's more ways to fight than besting an opponent in battle, and Brandon won, did he not? I gotta say, I'm glad things didn't escalate for once. Isn't on the second floor, it's on the third floor. What, there? Okay. Why are you buying clothes at the soup store? Men stopped a rebellion with soup. That is the power of the soup store. Jeez. Wait, I don't even see anyone. There they are. Oh no! Puckish Lyconan. You, what unit do you belong to? Tell me your colony affiliation now. You have 3 seconds. Ugh. Haha, I think we've got our guy. You're a lucky boy, you know. He hasn't got that many soldiers with him. Now's our chance to get him. Puckish Lyconan of the 4 Divine Wings. Yo, why is Noah almost always... Oh, he's probably got the wrong items equipped, doesn't he? Or wrong gems or something. We did just change his class after all. Alright, dead. There were only 5 of them in this group. I don't want to fight like Conan yet. Fight the blocker. Big sword. Yeet. God, that... I think that's still the highest damage move I've got. If I have all of my moves charged up, then Gondor's Talon Art does more, but... Still. Oh my god, the Mondo everywhere. No, kill the blaster first. I don't really care about, like, Conan himself. Okay. Now for the man himself. Where is he? I missed. Wonderful. Cool off. What is this? I forgot her name. Gun lady from the first game. Supreme? You mean Drip Sword? Sure. Gotta out of here. It happened again. They're too strong. What? He made a run for it. A chase, eh? Just perfect. You better make sure I'm out of breath by the time I catch up to you. And the human hunt begins. Have fun. Yo, Uni. We came to suppress a rebellion, right? I don't see much rebellion suppression here. Well, duh, Lance. These guys are in for the sadism and not much else. He can't have gone far.
Shall we deal with this?
I'm just gonna ignore these guys. Oh, that's mean. So if I hadn't fought the unique monsters here, it would lead me straight through them. Stop this garbage. Just running through everything. Do you have a crit stuff set up? Yes, currently. Looks like you managed to escape to the outer walls from here. If I remember correctly, the place where the Annihilator used to be is just up ahead, right? But now that it's not there, it's become a dead end. Gahaha! You know what that means. The dumb snuffer's only gone and got himself cornered. That's never a good place for the enemy to be, actually. You don't want the enemy to be cornered. That's terrible. For you. But also, this is a big quest. What if the enemy is in the corner? You don't want them there. It's the worst spot. It appears you're all out of luck now. This is the end of the road for you. Please, help me. At least spare my life. I'm begging you. As if. Huh? What's going on? Whoa, where did those come from? Ha ha ha, you fell right into my trap, just as I thought you simple-minded imbeciles would. My analysis proved correct. You're all a bunch of browbeaters who love to boast to anyone you think you can't push back. I knew something was off. Your futile escape was all an act to lure us into a false sense of security and into your trap. Heh, there's nothing I wouldn't do to make you all suffer. If it weren't for you fools, I would have been brought to glory of Keves. The Queen herself would have commended my triumph. What you did, I can never forgive. As part of my glorious plan, I shall sentence you all to death. He kinda reminds me of Tyon, I gotta be honest. Hey, now that's just out of order. You take that back. For the love of... leave the bickering for later, dumbasses. We're kind of in a life-or-death situation, in case you've forgotten. Enough talk. You shall now learn just how fatal your recklessness is. I don't know, we still outnumber you, dude. Like Conan. Get the rescuer first, it's a healer. I will stand behind them and Sidewinder. And hit one of them. How did that even happen? You wrote guest instead of quest. Dang. Full flip. How about you full flip these nuts? Like I just did. I just brought that guy from 100% to 0%. Almost by myself. I think my allies helped a little. How about you full flip these nuts? That is a terrible joke. Okay, nice. Alright, I guess we're fighting like Conan now. It's not like he's that strong. He can enrage, but it doesn't do much. I toppled him with that? Nice. Oh, this kills. It didn't kill. I lied. Did the Equites just kind of die on their own? Because I wasn't attacking them. Alright, that's 3 down. Sharla, that's who I was thinking of. But this can't be right. My glorious plan was supposed to be flawless. You'd call devising an underhanded trap glorious? I suppose you never learned of irony. I guess you also never learned that the quickest way to deal with a surprise trap is to brute force your way out of it. This is inconceivable. How did I, a far more intellectually capable being, lose to you meatheads? Haha, let's see what you say about us meatheads after I'm done ripping all the limbs off your body, eh? No, you're that girl from the Anteri squad. You're just as, no, more atrocious than the rumors claimed. If I were you, I'd surrender now while you've still got a limb to surrender with. What, you were just gonna let it happen that time, Uni? Dang. Alright, last one. Up in the throne room. That's definitely not heretical. Or anything. But I'm game. What have you got for me up here? I see a Sagittarius, a Velites, and, like, bunch of guys that are already dead. Why are they dead? Ah, are you the reinforcements? Yes, the captain of the guard requested that we come. We'll be taking over now. I see. I hope you'll understand if we withdraw for now. The guy you're about to meet, well, he doesn't go easy on us just because we're Kevesi. You'd be careful too. Well, well, well. If I ain't gone completely loony, I think I see a very warm and familiar face. I figured you'd be involved somehow, Balroy. Hey, do these two know each other or something? Oh, they can't seem to get rid of each other. Though I'll be honest, it's more of a one-sided thing. But I've got to say, you're really not the luckiest snuffer, are you? You must have been begged to come here by that pathetic coward of the guard captain. Tears pouring down her eyes and all. But enough of all that. Why don't you join my squad? I'd love nothing more than to kill some snuffers with you again. You seem to be salivating at the thought of it. Yeah, ha ha! Well, of course I am. Kill or be killed. That's what it's all about for us soldiers. The queen being a fake? Peace with Agnes? Don't care about any of that. You could be Kevesi, Agnian, whoever. Don't matter to me. All that matters to me is killing. You get it, don't you, Zor? Why you ain't in the guard no more, eh? Don't ya? You appall me. I'm sorry? What do you say there? Couldn't hear you too well, old chum. I have nothing more to say to a blustering piece of scum like you. Blustering, you say? What's that supposed to mean? I said, I have nothing more to say to you, scum. Let's get on with it already. Oh, just what I wanted to hear. Well, let's get down to business then. Once I have your head, I'll do you the honor of returning it to your precious captain of the guard. Well, aren't you a charmer? Let's just see you try and take my head, shall we? Overfist Balroy. Now we take out the weaker ones first, like usual. That Velites is kind of concerning, but like, it's not too big of a deal, I guess. It's just one of them. In a second, I'm gonna neck sliced and knocked back into next week, but that's okay. Bubble. You know, I wouldn't have expected this quest to be difficult, but I guess it is. It's fairly high level at the very least. I don't think it's... I just wasted my time there. That's fine. It's not really difficult because of difficulty. It's difficult because it's on par with us, which is unusual. Oh, no, you don't. Whee! Oh my goodness, it saw me. Somebody kill this... Wait, this is the Velites? I thought this was a Sagittarius. Huh. It was a Sagittarius. Why was it called the Velites? What? Oh no, I don't want to fight Balroy yet. Fight, this guy. That was weird. Okay. Okay, yeah, he's gonna be a chump because he's alone now. This is how all of these fights go. You just kill all of the minions and then the big guys are not an issue anymore. He was easier than the gun guy was. What the heck? And he's like the last one? What in the world? What's gotten into you, Balroy? You overfists are shaking like mad. Perhaps you're remembering that time I almost beat you to death and now fear's overtaking you. What was that? Are you saying I'm scared? Are you saying me, Overfist Balroy, is scared of you? Like snuff I am! You don't half love to waffle on, do ya? You're a dead man, Zor. You're a dead man! What? Why are we fighting him again? This is the worst. He just went up a level and now no longer has an enraged meter? Oh, because he's just enraged at the start. Okay, well, I guess that makes sense. Alright, let's just kill him again, I guess. This is game design I'm not a fan of. Having to fight the same enemies again immediately afterwards. Not too fond of that. It's fine, though. Again, it's not like it was difficult. It's just annoying. Still don't know why this thing is called a Velites. It's a Sagittarius. Let me just cut this guy in half. I'm just surprised the quest is this long. There's a lot of text for it being optional. Tyon dies. This is. Oh. Okay. Oof. Thanks, Isard. For being the best support ally in the game. Like, I want to rank all the classes. But it's awkward, though, because the... Oh my god. He's getting slapped about. It's awkward because they work differently if the hero themselves is using them. Oh, he's very dead. He's just getting battered now. All of his minions are gone, too. Dead. He's still alive? How? That was a full smash combo, you nerd. Get out of here.
Whoa, got a rare doodah right here.
Snuff it all. You still ain't nothing but a snuff spark, Zor. And you're nothing but instinct, Balroy. It takes a whole lot more than that to beat me. Oh, come off it. We're one and the same. We both know that much. You're but a slave to the thrill of the fight. You can't even begin to comprehend why it is people actually fight. We fight to better ourselves into something more till we can give no more, no matter how futile we think it might be. Aren't you gonna finish me off? That's for her to decide, not me. Though it's not like I'd give an honorable death to a fool like you anyhow. We're done here. Let's move. Sure, but are you just gonna leave him like that? Leave him as he is. A miserable wretch like that is of no interest to me. Curse you! I mean, what did he expect was gonna happen? And that's everything dealt with, Captain. Yeah, we just got done putting the surrenderers into custody. You've gone soft. Kill off a turncoat and you kill off any little worries about them doing it again. Peace of mind. I'm captain of the guard here. I get to decide what becomes of them. Ha! So the weak and decisive soldier speaks like she's all grown up now. I've had to endure more than my fair share of tough situations, you know. Ever since you left all that time ago. Good. Then keep on maturing and growing. You wouldn't want your subordinates to make a mockery of you now, would you? My job here is done. I'll be returning to Colony 11. Hold up, Zoran. Come back to the guard. We need your like more now than ever. And besides, by rights, you should be captain of the guard. Just as I was starting to think you had matured a little, it turns out you're still the same person I remember from long ago. However, that should mean you already know that what my answer is going to be. Isn't that right, Sig? The next theater of operations you have for me had better be something with a bit of bite to it, okay? A challenger that I can throw everything I have and more into. You got that? Le Photoshop. This is good. Good.
I hope everyone's getting along.
Alright, now for the other quests.